got my back though.
Yeah, no, that's bad juju.
I can't get yelled at that way. Switch spots.
Say one, Alyssa.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
Are we live?
No.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Should be live.
Alyssa,
Yeah,
are you live?
should be.
Is it red?
Looking at it now. Okay. Yes, we are on.
Okay. All right, good evening and welcome to the August 4th meeting of Austin Borough Council. I call this meeting to order. Before we start, if I could kindly ask the council to make a slight adjustment to the agenda. As we are opening proposals this evening, can I have a motion to move old business up above correspondence so that our guests are not here longer than need to be?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Jen. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. So, to clarify again, old business is going to move above correspondence in the agenda, and that is just so we can get to the bid opening and not hold up anyone from their travel plans this evening. If I could ask everyone to please rise for the pledge and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call.
And from Ryan.
Here.
Scott Hosseller.
Here.
Jesse Valeni.
Here.
Mayor Jim Setzer. Jennifer Lightly.
Here.
Matt Nichols.
Here.
Jen Dean Inman.
Here.
Thomas Hurd.
Here.
Aaliyah Kyle. Here. Alyssa Lightly.
Here.
Wonderful. Minutes for approval. We are approving not just the minutes from July, but also the junior council meeting minutes are there as well. Could I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Thank you, Amanda. A second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Matt. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? Yes. As I was not here. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't forget to fill out the form. Yep. Okay. Thank you for setting that straight. Treasurer's report.
You had also mentioned the junior council. I didn't hear, was that a part of the motion that was
Yes.
created?
Yes. voting on both.
Okay.
So.
Replace bollards. Where do we have bollards at?
Those are the stands that are on the, Elliott Street Bridge that separate
Oh.
the sidewalk.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. We had to buy new ones.
Yes, somebody stole them.
Somebody stole the old one.
But this is the treasurer's report, not the bills.
No, it's on the treasurer's.
Oh, it is? Oh.
We had to buy them.
I was
Oh,
like, I'm
yeah.
looking at the
Okay,
treasurer's
okay, sorry.
I thought I seen it too.
Yeah, no, I skipped ahead of that, sorry. My fault.
It's okay. I know where you're at.
Okay, yep, I see you now.
So they're mobile.
No, these are not.
Okay, good.
These actually, good luck getting them out.
Good.
Yeah, and
Once you-
these are not plastic either, like what was originally engineered. These are bolted in by 4, they're not just screw in.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I seen bollards and I like the concrete
Yeah.
with the sleeves, and I was like, why do we have bollards at? But
yeah,
that makes sense.
it's very similar. They are, they'll do damage. We'll put it that way. As part of the multimodal fund grant that was received for the Elliott Street Bridge, we have to have multiple modes of transportation,
Right.
including pedestrians, so
Gotcha.
those have to be put back in place. So, do I have a motion to approve treasurer's report?
The Impact Act 13, what, is this a charge?
No, it's a
Oh.
income.
Okay. I'm on, no, I see it now. I was on the upper.
I know. I was like, that's a big
Yeah,
number.
I missed
If
it.
it's coming in big number, that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
I thought it was all the bills.
One more time. Any motions to accept or? I will make a motion. Thank you, Jen. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Matt. All in favor?
Okay.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstain? Okay. Before we move on to the bills, that then leaves as of July 31st, 2026, the general account stands at $1,909.73. The sewer account stands at $11,588.44, and the water account stands at $1,166.98. Moving on to the bills. And that will be posted in the Borough Hall window as always after the meeting.
Where it says the Potter County Solid Waste,
I have it right here, Jesse. I was waiting. So cleanup days. Last year we received $360 and it cost $5,695.40. This year we received $740 and it cost $2,308.
That is only the tipping fees,
The tipping fees, yes. We don't have the foils,
bill yet.
yes. So that's just the Potter County solid waste fee.
Well, those tipping fees about the same as last year, probably.
She's got them.
I can pass this around. This has from 21 through current, but again, we don't have the foils. So that's the only copy though. Please don't lose.
So in the end, we were still
In the end,
roughly 1/3
Mm-hmm.
of the cost for up there.
Yeah. We're still taking a loss, but it was never really from in historical perspective about making money on this. It was helping the constituency get cleaned up.
No,
So,
I think
yeah.
you can see that the numbers matter a little bit, and
Yeah.
and hopefully we're doing a little better, making sure that those unloading are
Yeah.
paying up. Okay.
So
Yeah, it falls in line like last year.
pretty much.
So we,
The one thing that did change is the amount that we took in, because we did increase the fee, was just shy of, I'm gonna pass that down to you, Jess, if you wanna see. It was just shy of paying for the guys' overtime in full, so we were just a little short on that, so. It wasn't as big a loss.
Was
Yeah.
not empty when they came.
that's from 21.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's from 2021.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. That's about 6 years of
Mhm.
figures, so. Is there any motion to accept the bills? Back to round up, that's a round up pile.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Matt. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Tom. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
I guess I just need to understand,
Mhm.
these bills that we're approving, there's money to cover it, or anticipated money? I mean,
Anticipated. So,
I mean, I know we've been doing this for a while,
Yeah.
but it's just getting to the point where
Yeah,
you know, we just gotta stop, because, I mean,
So-
you can see what's in the waiting, and, these numbers are adding up.
insurance is an ongoing bill.
Yep,
So that will
understood.
always be there.
Yep.
So it are the fire department bills. They will always be on there as approved per the contract. E&M, we have the grant money, which is getting forward motion thanks to DCED's involvement.
Right,
And then we have Keystone, which is the other CDBG grant. The meter guy, we are on a payment plan for that one? Yes.
and the suit coat, we had money allotted for that, do we have enough to cover it?
We get, roughly $11.79 from the county to help us. And then the other comes out of special mileage.
So for the most part, while yes, the bottom line is it's trickle down economics, it's taxpayer money, it's not entirely Austin taxpayer money. It's from PennDOT and county,
Sure.
so, yeah. I know that was a concern of many people, so I did wanna address that. Anything else about the bills before we move on? Okay, moving on. Borough maintenance report. Kurt apologizes. He is out of town as of 4:30. So if we need him though, he's not terrible far, but Normie's going to be on call for preliminary, non-emergency things for the next 3 days. We'll call Kurt if there's anything emergent. address something on this, about PennDOT's brush hog hitting. And I don't know what the answer is, but seeing how we did the repair and we invested our time and our guys' hours, I'm wondering if there's any recourse to bill that back to PennDOT.
PennDOT will ultimately, go back to their contractor for that.
It was PennDOT,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cause a lot of them are subcontracted, but if you're telling me these
That-
particular ones aren't,
Yeah, this was them,
because I know we've had, mailboxes
yeah.
hit that we went back to PennDOT on, this was on a personal side of it. And we did get a little bit of a reimbursement there. Somebody clipped our sign over here, I see that finally got fixed.
Mhm.
So,
So that is something we've done in the past and we could potentially do again, we could file with Region Two.
I think we should put
Just
something
try.
together and see what
Okay.
they say.
Rhonda, can we get
I mean, it
together
costs
the
us money, right?
materials and
Yeah.
time? Thank you. I would like to develop an invoice back to them and see what we can recoup. We can work with Darren and Dalton on that. Darren was
Sure.
Randy's guy and now he moved, Randy retired, so Dalton is Darren's guy, yeah, Minion. Invoice back to PennDOT, alright, that'll be another project. I can speak to one of the PA1 calls on this, and that was, to mark out Garrettson Street Bridge for, the construction design. So I do know what one of those one calls was. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to address on the maintenance report?
Are you going to discuss the suit coat thing at a later time, or how do you wanna handle that, or you just
I mean,
gonna
we
let
can
it go?
discuss it.
Or are we good with it? I just wanna lay out the
Suit coat,
facts as I know them.
so suit coat, in further investigation, okay? There was a lack of communication on, I think, all ends, but there, from what I understand from all sides, has never been a successful, smooth suit coat day, like where something doesn't go wrong. Am I wrong?
No,
And
my
I
biggest.
apologize for my tone. I
Oh, no,
was
that's
getting
fine.
blown up.
That's fine, and as
So-
I tell you, they can,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome than anything I'm involved in, they can certainly call me and I gladly talk to the people. What my involvement
Yeah.
was in early is
Yeah.
I sat in that chair over there and we were wondering as a
Yeah.
group what happened to Suit Coat, and we were even talking about another facility, and I didn't know anything about them
Yeah.
at the time. So I knew my backings and dealings with Suit Coat in the past, I thought it was more of a internal issue, and when
Yeah.
I was all said and done, I came to that same conclusion.
Yeah.
Portage got theirs done, I think, on May 21st.
Yeah, they got their
We're
son
71
extremely
days
early.
later.
Yeah.
Now, I know there was rain, and
lot
we've
of
had, I
it,
mean,
yeah.
but,
Yeah.
and I always hear about garbage day. I honestly want this garbage day to go away. Because if we have to get something done on that Thursday,
Mhm.
then change the garbage day and get these people in here and get these roads done. We just want to continue to say it's garbage day.
Well.
Because one of the dates they provided was garbage day.
Mhm.
So then the Friday came up, which was July
24.
3rd. And I said no to that because
Oh.
now we're getting into
That's
the
right.
big holiday and the things that the town was putting together. And the last thing I wanted is now wet roads.
Right.
My apology to the town, anybody that was affected by not necessarily proper lead time, but you can see how we've gotten from May 21st to potentially here. I think some of
Yeah.
it's internally not being ready with these roads. I talked to Norman and Kurt.
I think there was a lot of a perfect storm with.
But we gotta get rid of that perfect storm.
We do,
That's all
we
I'm
do.
saying.
And where I was going with that is, I think we'll hear about a potential solution from our junior council people when we get further down,
Okay.
so.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
that's it. And
Yeah.
again, I have some responsibility in it, but my last 3 texts that I was involved in
We all do.
was directly from the lady from Suit Coat
Yeah.
to Kurt, and I'm copied on it.
Yeah,
That to me, and I even in previous text said, is there a date set? Because I still wanted to get to the date. And then our last meeting, you had mentioned that the July 17th, and that was news to me coming here and sitting.
I got that from Kurt.
That's what I mean. So
Yeah.
Kurt had it, and that's where it belongs.
Yeah.
Is in I only got involved from the standpoint is I want to understand why we aren't done.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
we keep getting pushed
And
off,
in the
pushed
end,
off,
I think it.
Keating always seems to get theirs.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all getting done but Austin Borough.
Yeah.
And that is ultimately what I wanted an answer to. And
So
at the
is
time,
there-
Normie said, Jesse will have the roads done. I talked to Kurt on the phone, probably 10 minutes the day. Because when I reached out to, I think her name was Diane, am I saying that right?
I think so, it's Diane or
Okay,
Susan.
I have it in my phone, but
Yeah,
I then brought Kurt
Diane,
into
yes.
Yeah, I then brought Kurt into the conversation because I wasn't doing anything
Yeah.
without the maintenance people driving it. So then Kurt said, call me. So we talked on the phone for a while, and I'm listening. I'll leave it at that. I'm listening, and I understood some of the issues we were faced with, but ultimately it still needed done. Okay, so again, I apologize for maybe the not, but in the end, the last 3 were to them that they were canceling and setting, and we had
I think
their driver had a
death in the family.
So I mean,
Yes.
it was just a lot of
Yeah.
things, but really no good excuses when it was all
No.
said and done.
I think it may behoove us to, I know Suitcoat, we've had a long relationship with them, but I don't know, are there other companies in the area that would be willing to do this?
Somebody brought up another one.
Yeah, Rhonda, you called him and he never called back, right?
That's,
Yeah.
They never had a problem.
that's what I'm saying. We Suit Coat's done it and done it well,
Yes.
and we
no
want to
doubt.
look
Yeah,
when we let's look internal, fix it, and
Yeah.
get them down here.
Yeah.
That's
Even
what I
if we
see.
have to start right now for next year.
I think we should,
Yeah, be
honestly, the
prepared.
way it keeps
I mean-
going, yeah,
You gotta do better.
we do
We
have
are
to do
definitely
that.
like in January, or put it on the books that we want it done this day.
Or
Or around that
within
time
this
frame.
month,
Within
yeah,
a month.
okay.
And again, the
Starts
guys,
off
the guys
very-
better know how long
Yeah.
they need coming out of winter. There is preparation to the roads, and I
There
get all
is.
that.
But
And
they
you know, we
usually
were also-
have that done before Memorial Day weekend, almost always.
But didn't we used to get it at the same time as Keating?
Portage.
Yes,
Portage.
yes.
Yeah.
Portage got in line
Yeah.
when we brought them here.
Yeah.
So like, why
And
can't
then
they're
that's
getting
why
done.
I don't understand is they're getting it and we aren't. I personally think that we're saying we're not ready. So that starts the ball rolling and they're getting done down there, is
Yeah.
what I honestly
we
think.
just need to be ready?
And based
for
on what
everything.
I'm hearing in
They'll
my
get done the
discussions
same
with
day they
people,
are.
that's what it should be.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming this way anyway to do.
So
this.
again,
Should be able to
it's
come
behind
around.
us and I wanna tell you,
Yeah.
the roads look good.
Yeah, they do.
They look good and that's ultimately what people need to
Yeah.
to grasp onto is we try to get something done, it's done, it looks good, and
I
just
will
keep moving
commend
forward.
Suitcoat's driver. They did put a thicker coating down, so it is almost
you can
hard
see
as
it, yes.
asphalt, which is great because I know Keating Township has on there, if you follow their Facebook, they have on theirs to review PennDOT's plan to open up 607 to ATVs, which means
Yes,
it's coming.
and that was
So-
always the purpose
Yeah.
of this suit code, and
Yeah.
again, I want to be clear, it was John Rotello that had brought it to me all them years ago.
Yeah.
This was never my idea. I knew John just always has those connections out there, but
Oh,
I followed up and we got things going with it. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the maintenance report with the note to invoice the curb stop back to PennDOT?
Motion.
Thank you, Amanda.
I'll
Do I have a
second.
second? Oh, thank you, Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Okay. Old business. We'll start with the travel authorizations. It was decided unanimously with one abstention to go with travel request and reimbursement forms for the Borough of Austin, for anybody needing to go to a conference or licensure or any type of large travel. Jesse was kind enough to reach out to Stretch. I just want to pass this around. This is Emporium's. We just need to decide which one we would like to use. This is one I designed. That's a little more inclusive of everything.
Yeah, Jen gave me some homework. So, again, I did.
It's delegation.
No, I have no issue with it. So my point is, again, that was something else that I tried to do it with. He sent me his. I've since seen Jen's. I think hers is a cleaner and greener situation, but ultimately what Emporium had,
They have both the
all
same
Emporium had in
information.
line, it was fine. But
It has a little more on
Yeah,
the
I
one
mean,
that I designed,
that's
Scott.
what I'm saying. I agree with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my motion.
And I think it is a little more cleaner for any right to know requests should they come in.
There's a little more room for information on that one.
Yes. Now things such as like Kurt owns his licenses, but we pay for him to go to conferences. It allows for that explanation in the form that I designed. So,
Right.
I just need a motion to accept whichever one.
So I like the one pager, but I like the branding. Is there any way that we can mesh them?
Not
Into a
without
one-pager.
losing some of the.
Some of your stuff.
Yeah, you will lose some.
This actually has a little bit more.
But you know what we could do? We could do a
Front
back to back.
Front to back.
So it's still one page, it's just a front and back.
Yeah, that would be better even.
And with
This
the
is
the approval of this, we've got to make sure whether it's the borough council members sign off that we've been trained on it, and that all workers sign off and train off it. Because I don't want someone coming back later and said I know nothing about it. Because we all are aware of what we've tried to put in place, and we need to make sure it's implemented
Yes.
and done right. And I'll gladly sign that I know what we're trying to do if I'm to do anything along that line.
What this will be is included in the handbook. Right
Yep,
now, our
that's fine.
solicitor's
Yeah, that's
tied
fine.
up with trials, so
Okay.
I haven't had much from him. So I just need a motion again, oops, sorry, Don, for whichever one the council thinks is most appropriate.
I make a motion that we use the travel request and reimbursement form as supplied by you.
Okay, thank you, Jesse.
I'll second.
Thank
With-
you, Scott.
With the extension that we, do the training
Oh, yes.
documentation with all employees and council members.
Yes.
Make it decided.
Schematics, Amanda. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, all right. I have an update on engineering proposals from Ryan Wrights. First of all, the generator installation project, which was our 2024 Community Block Development Grant. The one person who was going to bid on the project has decided not to. The paperwork is required by the grant, is too much for him to handle as a one-man show. As we have no other bidders on the list, it goes to County and CEDACOG, who run the Community Block Development Grant, and it will go through Co-Stars. Ryan has asked a company already for an installation quote, so he is actively working on that. He is out of the office tomorrow, but I should be getting an update on Thursday from him. That said, the other one, we had 4 potential bidders for the Penvest School Street sewer relocation. We have only received 1 sealed bid, right here. This is from Pollard Land Services. The gentleman was very kind to drive it out to us from Meadville, so I'm going to open it. If I can. Somebody did a really good job taping this.
My wife.
Well, you.
It said sealed bid.
It is sealed. I would like to call this adult proof now. Jeepers. This proposal from Pollard Land calls for $539,554.00. And whomever, I can pass this around, would anyone like to see the full amount and line by line? The contingent, when we make this motion, the motion to accept or deny must be, and I quote, contingent upon engineering and CFA approvals. CFA being Commonwealth Finance Authority, because they're funding the PennVest project. So,
That makes me feel better because, we need to make sure someone else is
yes.
reviewing information, so that's good.
So, this is the only bid we have received for this. I'm going to give you guys a minute to look around. A reminder, this is, because we have a lot of projects starting here soon. This one would remove the grinder pumps from School Street and put in a gravity-fed sewer line going down to the sewer plant, and will, hopefully, once this is all in and working, lower people's home insurance rates, but also B, we won't have the average $10,500 repair bill when every time a grinder pump breaks, as the grinder pumps are obsoleted. It also then gives us 7 more that we can part out or work on the Foster Street one till we get the Foster Street grinder pump going. So, that project. So. Don't write on that bid, Jess. Okay. Please
You wouldn't
don't.
be able to read it if I
I
did.
gotta give that to Ryan.
You're fine,
So,
Justin.
okay.
She said to draw pictures.
No, do not draw pictures.
I think that's what she said, draw pictures.
I mean, I guess it's an open meeting, you can either answer or not. Is this in line with where we thought we would be?
This
Or
is,
is this higher, or where are we?
without going back and pulling all
Yes.
of the information, I do believe it is in line. However, as with anything that we accept through PennVest, and as Ryan stated, it does have to go through engineering and
Yep.
CFA approvals, because they have to approve it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it's like a backup,
it really is.
safety net.
Did,
Double checks. And if anyone would like to ask him questions, he is here to answer, which is wonderful.
sir, do you, I mean, we're dealing with a project from 2024. If this took time, because I haven't read it and don't understand all of it, is there contingency that the prices go up? What have you safeguarded, and what
No,
would we be hit with later?
This is not the 2024 project. This is the.
No, I'm just saying, you had mentioned the generator is 2024, didn't you?
Yeah, but this is not for
No,
the generator.
I
He's
understand that, I'm just comparing,
Oh,
because
okay.
what I'm saying is it's 2 years to get to this point, it could be 3 years before
Gotcha.
this project. I'm just trying to understand, does someone come back later and say we got another 150,000 on top of that? That's all I'm
Okay.
trying to understand. But that's what I'm saying.
This is scheduled to close September 14th and will be done before winter.
Okay,
So this is a live price.
okay, that's what I want to understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't going to address that till the infrastructure minutes, but
Oh.
yeah. So
So the asphalt plants are gonna close
November.
15th of November
Yeah.
usually, and we would be done so that could be done
Okay.
prior to that.
Yep.
We wouldn't wait till the last minute.
Gotcha.
And to give further context, the solicitor does have all of the information for the easements to pull them out and lay the pipe and all. We do have the HOP permit from PennDOT. we're just getting all of our I's dotted, T's crossed for closing.
So we
And-
have all of our homeowner, like all of our property owners.
They are preparing that now.
They haven't signed off on it though.
No,
Okay.
no. Scott would know, he's getting one.
So there are bid items for everything.
Yeah.
And if the quantities don't change,
Right.
then it's what it is there.
Okay.
Unless there's some unforeseen thing that would come up, which
Sure.
I can't imagine.
So,
Well, I can't imagine.
don't say that.
I do
and
imagine.
Don't put that out into the universe.
I do imagine. That's why I'm asking.
1985, I was digging in Madison, Ohio, and there was an old Sinclair gas station that turned into a plumbing shop. And I dig along and find a tank, you know, it was about a 300-gallon tank, and it had water in it, and pumped the water out and set the tank behind the fire hall, and then hit another one and did the same thing. And
Jeez.
pretty soon they shut the town down, brought the hazmat team in. What I learned in 1985 is don't dig out any tanks.
Just leave it there.
Keep them where they were. They didn't find anything with all their testing and so forth, but anyways, just an example of things that come up.
So, would anyone like to make a motion contingent upon engineering and CFA approval for Pollard Land Services?
We originally had talked about an amount here. That we were gonna have isn't that this project that we were gonna have a monthly payment of X amount
Yes.
based on that? Is this amount higher than that or lower than that? That's what I wanna try to understand.
That was when the gentleman came up.
That's when Ben
Got
came
it.
up, yeah, and went through that. So what this is, because the CFA is issuing half or partial grant and partial loan,
Mm-hmm.
that is that monthly amount, okay?
Mhm.
This has to fall within that amount, if I'm understanding everything correctly, which is why they have to approve it as well.
Yep.
I fully admit I don't have that
Okay.
amount in front of me at the moment. I can try to log into Enterprise and look at the Penvest portal real quick.
Because you can't do anything regardless until we get the final approval, correct?
Correct.
That's correct.
So, can this be done in a two-phase?
No,
Or
this
we-
has to be done today if we want to get this completed and close September 14th.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm logging into PV portal right now, just to get you that amount.
I'm assuming even if we approve and it's over that, they're gonna push back and
Yes,
say it was over
How
that
much, Jesse,
amount.
I don't remember what the payment was. I mean,
the
it was,
payment
$1,000,
is
wasn't
it?
a little over 1,700 a month.
is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah. But that doesn't kick in until 90 days after, I think, the end of construction. So, give me a second to go in here really quick. I just got into the portal. It's just taking a minute to load because it is a lot. Turn off my Wi-Fi, that'll help. Come on. Application. Let's go into application submission. Blah, blah, blah. Application, start. even know if it's going to let me in, because we're locked right now. So I am trying. There we go, review. Okay. Project plan, description, custodial fencing, impact, budget rates, blah, blah, blah. So this is going to be 300 funding. Okay. The requested Penvest amount was, can I, see this again? Because this is business, I am not reading this out loud, I'm just going to confirm or deny that this is within tolerance level. And yes, this is, and I'm just going to show Vice President Lightly so she also can confirm. Yes, yes, there you are. So, yes, this is within the scope price-wise. But again, still contingent on CFA and.
Higher or lower?
Lower, within,
Okay.
with some breathing room.
Do we need an executive session to hear the numbers, or are we good? Okay, go ahead. You're good, Jen.
You made the,
No,
motion?
no, I'm asking if,
I don't think we do.
Okay,
If
yep.
everybody, to avoid a session, here's what I can do. If I could have all council direct to the group chat real quick.
I wouldn't do that. Don't do that,
Okay,
do not.
alright,
Okay,
alright.
continue on.
Okay, so motion is needs made, still again. Contingent upon engineering and CFA approvals.
I will make the motion because we have already made a motion to pay that monthly fee, and we are well within the spectrum, and it's gonna be contingent on what they come back with.
Thank you, Jen. Do I have a second? No second? The project will die if there is no second. Last call.
Second.
Thank you, Tom. Rhonda, can you do a roll call vote?
And Grumrine,
Abstain,
what's that?
abstain.
Abstain.
Okay, you'll fill out a form. Okay.
Scott Hostetler,
Abstain.
Jesse Valeni,
Oops, sorry.
I'm gonna go no.
Jennifer Lightly,
Yes.
Matt Nichols,
Yes.
Jen Dean Inman,
Yes.
Thomas Hurd.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion carries 4-1 with two abstentions. Mr. Pollard, congratulations. It will move on to engineering and CFA approvals. Thank you.
Thank you for traveling down, sir.
We greatly appreciate it, sir.
Forward to working with you.
Didn't you say you were involved when they put them in?
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Moving on, we do have another one that we have to address. Actually, we have two more. The next is the road re-engineering reports. We have to award to an engineer. The companies that are currently in the running are JHA and the other is Barry Isett.
This is what we
tabled last time, correct?
This is.
Yeah.
So everybody's had a month to come in here and review these. The grant has already been submitted, by the way. Well, the first grant. It's going to take a few grants. And with that said, we received letters of support from Representative Causer, Senator Dush, and United States Congressman Thompson for this grant, for the first grant, the DCED multimodal. So we do need to vote on an engineer officially.
And your guys' recommendation, right? Is that from last month? You had recommended
Yes,
a group. Okay.
our recommendation stands.
Yep.
You two can make the motion too.
I mean, that's what we picked last time, we put it on the table, cause everybody, not everybody,
Yeah.
but some people wanted to review, and I believe they did.
If they didn't, it's been 30 days. Motion?
What was the two, do we,
They're right there, in front of Jesse.
Yeah.
One is,
Which one was your guys' like?
Barry, is that?
Barry, I sit and
I think it was the
associates.
Well, see, that's
that
what I was
by
trying to get
piece
off
by
of them.
piece by piece by piece.
Just say it one more time to us,
Barry,
what the
I sit.
recommendation was, and get it out here for us.
Yeah, Barry Ice was the one that was piece by piece, and you could piecemeal it together and pick
Yes.
and choose, and it had it all listed out.
Yes,
so you
JJ
could, if you
had
didn't
everything
get it
there,
all, you
but-
could do partials. and-
yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Motion to select.
So if we
Barry
don't get
Ice.
the whole thing,
Right,
we could do partials and then
Yeah.
apply for more later
Yep.
yes.
on the same thing.
Well, we just keep going also on these
Right.
grants, yes. So I'm sorry, Amanda, your motion was for
Barry Ice.
Barry Iset, okay,
I said it right.
yes. And do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations to Barry Iset and Associates. They are the award-winning engineer for the road re-engineering and reconstruction project. Moving on, while we're here, we have from E&M the preliminary plans for the Garrettson Street Bridge. Also a project we're pushing to get done. This is last year's multimodal fund, so we do have the funding. We have the preliminary construction engineering plans from David Von Arx from E&M. We just need a motion to post it on Penn Bids with a closing date of August 31st to be opened at the next council meeting.
I make a motion.
Thank you, Scott.
I'll second it.
We
Thank
gotta
you,
get that
Jesse.
done. We gotta get it
Yep.
done before winter.
Yep.
Yeah, that-
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? Okay, it'll be posted on Penn Bids and it'll be open until August 31st. I'll get that up tomorrow. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled meeting. Unless anyone else can think of anything else under old business. Okay, correspondence. Let me pull all this out. Alright, first and foremost, we have an email from Tracy Powers from HighlineMoving.com. Hello, I work at a moving company and my driver is delivering to a home in Austin. He needs help with labor for the delivery. Do you know of any names or numbers of guys that could possibly help with the delivery? Do you have any local moving companies in Austin? It is a lovely area but very remote. Highline Moving Services is from Great Falls, Montana. So I'm just putting this out here to everyone. If you are interested, the paper will be available here at Borough Hall. PSAB sent the Fall Leadership Conference for October 9 to 11 at Bayfront Landing in Erie. It will cover things such as governing together in challenging times, productively navigating differences. The keynote speaker will be Josh Sundquist, who is a motivational speaker, comedian, and best-selling author, who has even performed at the White House, Facebook, Walmart, Apple, Spotify, Google. It goes on and on. There's also the discussion of the latest Supreme Court case involving Westchester University and the Borough of Westchester, to fee or not to fee stormwater management and funding. Top 10 municipal employment law pitfalls to avoid. Land use trends, zoning and community benefit agreements. Concurrent sessions by population, active shooter training, and one that I always love going to is Ron and Logan will be presenting the legislative year in review. Presiding will be our new president, Tammy Halstead. On Saturday, Karen Algier, from our first vice president from Brookville. And if you follow Firewire on Facebook, they've had quite the incidents lately in Brookville. And Francis D'Angelo, who is our new second vice president. He is from Montrose area, I want to say. I believe he's from the east side. So this is available if anyone wants to look at it. I'm just going to put it there. Before I get to that mess, this is the Main Street Matters. I have handed these out to several Main Street companies. I've only received one back. It is important we get these back ASAP, as I have a meeting Thursday with DCED for Main Street Matters, and we need to decide what grant to go for regarding that. We have a letter here from Austin Volunteer Fire Company. Dear council members, Austin Volunteer Fire Company is in receipt of your documentation regarding the establishment of an ordinance requiring a business license for all businesses operating within the borough limits. AVFD would like to request exemption from this requirement, as we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization. As a charitable public safety entity, Austin Volunteer Fire Department provides essential governmental emergency services to the community rather than commercial enterprise services. Should this request be denied, AVFD is requesting Austin Borough to provide legal authority under Pennsylvania Borough Code that permits treating a nonprofit volunteer fire company as a business or commercial entity for purposes of this ordinance. Thank you for your time and attention to this matter. Sincerely, Brandon Hostetler, Corporation Chair.
Did anyone ever request them for that?
Yes. Send them the ordinance and the application, you mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand where the letter comes from, that's all.
Yes.
How did we determine businesses in the borough?
I would like to submit this as a response and let the council vote whether or not to present it in writing, but it answers all of that. Thank you for your letter of July 26, 2026 regarding Ordinance 1 of 2026, the borough's business license ordinance. Council appreciates you raising the question directly and in writing. You asked the borough to identify the legal authority permitting it to license businesses. That authority is Pennsylvania Borough Code, Title 8 PA Consolidated Statutes, Section 1202, Subsection 20, Subsection 2, which provides that boroughs, and I quote, may prohibit, license, and regulate businesses unless prohibited by law. Related authority appears at Section 1202, Section 1, which permits a borough to prescribe reasonable fees for the services of its officers. On your request for exemption, Council's position regarding the ordinance is as follows. Federal tax exempt recognition under Section 501c3 governs how an organization is treated for federal income tax purposes, does not determine whether an activity is commercial for purposes of a municipal licensing ordinance, and it does not exempt an organization from a validly enacted borough ordinance. Council is not adopting an exemption for nonprofit organizations, and there is not currently one under consideration. The question under the ordinance is not the tax status of the organization, it is whether commercial activity is being conducted within the borough. Applying that standard to Austin Volunteer Fire Department, fire suppression and emergency medical operations are not commercial activity. They are essential public safety services that the borough is obligated to support under borough code, and the ordinance is not directed at them. No license is required for those operations, and none will be sought. Hall rentals, events, games of chance, and similar revenue generating operations are commercial activity within the meaning of the ordinance. As it currently stands, Austin Volunteer Fire Department conducts activity of that kind under a federal employer identification number separate from the one under which emergency operations are conducted. A borough license is required for that activity. Accordingly, please submit the completed application together with the $50 annual fee to the borough secretary. Given that this ordinance's first year and the question of scope was reasonably raised, the borough will not assess a late fee if the application is received by, and I left that blank because I'd also like to discuss that, but that's a separate section, separate discussion. But if the council is okay with this letter and explanation, this would be the reply in writing. Obviously, Scott and Amanda cannot vote.
So we're talking $50 here, is how we're here is $50.
Yes.
This is what continues to just drive me crazy. I've said it from day one, and I'm gonna continue to say it because nothing is being done to stop the craziness.
Here's the thing. You can be not-for-profit and still make a profit to a degree.
Yes.
And you do. So there is, whether you dress it up as fundraising activities, you still have to get a license for games of chance. You are still adherent to certain licensing under the state, federal legislation, what have you. Municipalities are permitted to assess a license for business regulation. You are adherent to that. If we had chosen to put a clause in exempting all nonprofit organizations, that would include the VFW. We cannot assess a business license to the school. They are governed by Department of Education. We cannot assess a business license to churches, separation church and state, as well as the fact that they have absolutely zero profit. That's a religious organization. However, you are conducting commercial activity and revenue no matter how you dress it up. Unless you plan to stop hall rentals, bingo, fundraising, your online raffles, it is all commercial activity.
The only thing I want to say is, we have fire contracts, of course.
Under your other EIN.
Yeah, but that fundraising.
We don't have other though, keep that in mind.
Well, yeah, true. That fundraising is what uses for paying for all this stuff through that.
You still are turning a profit every year. You are still renting the hall. You are still having bingo and no.
So
no
what you're saying is you're going to penalize us for fundraising when you guys want us to fundraise.
We didn't ask you to fundraise. You are fundraising because you want a new building. You wanted a new truck. That is within every fire company's right.
Amanda, was your question
To
answered?
better serve the community. No, just to play devil's advocate, I want to understand what we're sending out for businesses, like, because it is that's my question, is it was a nonprofit, so like scouting groups that fundraise. Girl Scouts or Scouts, like
Scouts. We don't
well,
have Girl
Scout, but if
Scouts.
we had Girl Scouts, anything like that would fundraise, are they also getting the licensing? I just want to
Anything that
have
is
it all
an
clear.
LLC or incorporation is what was captured under the
Okay.
catch-all.
And they were sent out
Yes.
the same time frame. The
Yeah.
Pride Committee, everybody received that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
That, just to verify, that is not what has been told by the Borough Council office. There was a handful, less than 8, who received the business license. We have way more businesses that are licensed as nonprofits, fundraisers, whatever you wanna call it, commercial, and you sent out less than 8.
No.
I sent more after that, after our.
What did I do with it? Let me grab this.
I think it's
Here we
probably best to finish your list before you start sending out and pinpointing certain organizations, because that's what it seems to have been.
And it's something I'm gonna address in infrastructure as to why they went out the way they did.
The fire company is one organization. We are not fire and EMS, and we are not a fundraising, so we're not nonprofit, uncommercial, and commercial on this side.
So then
We
are you
one
combining your
organization.
EIN numbers?
Excuse me?
Are you combining your EIN
We
numbers?
have one EIN number.
One unit.
No, you do not. You
We,
have
as
two.
Austin Volunteer Fire Company, have one EIN number. The Relief Association has their own number, which is
And the
not,
Relief
That is governed by
Association
the
is the
Right.
fire suppression side. That's who the contracts that every borough municipality have to pay to. Is technically the relief.
when you pay, you mean whatever that fee is, it's paid annual, I don't know what it's
The
called.
annual contract.
Annual contract.
Well,
That's
Tri-
the state monies that you receive. What do they call them?
the tri-year contract that you,
the contract that's on our
Yeah.
bills to be paid.
thank you.
So
That
the
goes-
Relief Association does not govern the activities of the fire and EMS.
But they are the ones who pay the bills for the fire suppression side.
Not necessarily, no, that's untrue. That's not correct.
Are you conducting revenue generating activities in excess of zero profit?
I can't answer that, that would have to be with our bingo crew, as far as what that number is.
Are you not the treasurer?
I am, but I don't keep that report on hand.
Okay. Well,
You
it's
don't
not in
see
our
the report?
packet this time.
You don't see the report?
I don't see that report till the end of the year, what the total was.
Okay, because we didn't get anything for June for approval, and I understand there was no meeting in July, so we don't have anything to go on, but
Correct.
from previous months, I'm trying to put this in a non-disclosing way, what you currently have in your accounts is exponentially more than us, and $50 seems like a trivial thing to govern business within the borough.
Well, kudos to the fire department for
Yes.
maintaining that information and those funds. That, what the borough has in their funds has nothing to do with the fire company.
I understand
And second of all,
that.
the $50, you're right, is nothing. It's not about the $50, it's the principle of every business in this Austin community, Austin Borough, was not notified.
Right,
of
and that,
this
I
license.
just
That's
think.
what we have the issue with.
Right, and that's not how that letter was approached to us. If you would have come in and asked questions relevant to how were they sent out, because I still have a question to ask relevant
I did ask
To-
those questions.
to me. Well, again, I don't know all the backs of it. You saying you did, I support that, that's fine. Okay? All I know is I don't remember our last, talking out about the borough, our last
Sure.
fundraiser.
We're not allowed to.
Oh, so no, I'm just trying to understand. I've
Yeah.
always wanted that.
Mhm. We're not
So
allowed
what
to.
is our last fundraiser? There isn't one.
The tax bills that go out.
Correct. Okay, but
Yeah.
so when I hear kudos, I also want it to be understand that we are not, as a borough, allowed to partake in that. Thank God you can, but that is the difference with you guys being able to stay on a positive side, where we see
That's
the
true.
end in sight.
Yeah,
What I see. I see
and
the
that's-
end in sight.
And that's true to a point, you're correct, you
So.
can't fundraise, and we do, that's good for us, yes.
Yeah.
However, we've also done BUCO grants, whereas the Borough Council has not
Right,
in the
and
last 15 to 20
Yeah,
Excuse
years.
no,
I'm managing
Listen.
32
I'm not
grants
talking-
right
Listen,
now, lady.
no, and she has,
Jesse knows.
she has a valid point,
Jesse knows.
but I will also say that it's been a proven fact and a lot easier with what I see in the surrounding offices of the political side, that they spend a lot of time supplementing and increasing and making sure they get their revenue, the EMTs and the fire
Yeah.
department.
Correct.
Because
I mean,
they
it's,
that's-
no, again, I just,
Every-
honest
gotta
talk
do
is
the work,
what
you
life's
gotta do the
about.
work. You know,
they
when
can
the work
apply
is
every
handed to
year
you-
for a grant for debt reduction, and they do that correctly.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
not arguing the way that they manage their finances by any means. You have the multiple avenues of grants and fundraising that you can do. Ours, to manage businesses and licensure within the borough, we are very limited.
Yes, because
I think we gotta
And
bring it back to the
and I'll-
basics.
and
'cause
I'll be
enough
hon- I'll be
about
honest.
That,
And a lot
but
of
I'll be honest, this $50 thing, I think what you portrayed tells us we're in the right. But being they're here wondering about the $50, I'd personally like to say, forget it, because our day is coming where we're not gonna be discussing $50.
Okay.
No, I'm just, that's my opinion. We're gonna be discussing a lot more than $50 when it comes time to discuss it. And make
Okay.
sure that gets put in there, Kathy, please.
No,
But that's where I'm at. I don't wanna make enemies right now over $50 with this fire department.
Well,
I
we're
mean-
supposed to
Well,
be-
it's not-
We're supposed to be working together.
yeah, it's not
Well-
about. Wait a minute. It's not about the $50 anyway. And I think the problem here is there going to be a list put out of all the businesses
Well, then let's ask that.
That's
I would
a
agree with
public
that.
Yeah, no, I'm
knowledge
with you. A list
of
of
who
all the
all
ones
is
that-
being charged with?
yeah.
That's the bottom line.
We
That's
just wanna
just where
make
it needs
sure
to
it's
be. That's
even
it.
playing field, that's all, you know?
And that would be public notice, I would
Right.
think.
yes.
That's
So,
what,
I
that's
would
where the
think
bottom
that's-
line's at.
Well, then let's
Just put
ask
it
that
out,
and let's
right.
throw it out there. I would agree with that.
Jeff.
But that's where I'm coming from, I just wanna make sure
I
everybody
know, but
that's
when I
getting
read,
it
when I hear and
gets
read
it.
that,
No,
it takes me back to the tax thing there that we wanted us to, it's just too much. Let's get it out here, cause I'd like to know who's charged, because I'm
Okay.
getting ready to write my,
Well, yeah.
I
Right,
still have
and-
questions on
And
it.
that's what I mean. It's not just about the fire department. It's about everybody needs to know who's paying what and this and that. If there's-
Okay. There's something coming up later in the junior council person's report that I think will address everyone amicably and fairly. But I don't wanna take away from their presentation. So I just need a motion whether or not to present this letter to Chairman Hostetler or not.
Did he give us a date as to when he has to have an answer?
No, there's no date. You're
Okay, I'm
welcome.
just trying, I know
Yeah.
you read it, I'm just trying to remember.
No, I
No,
I
that's
think-
what
I
I'm
think
passing
we-
down was the end of
He's
July that
at-
had
Right.
to pay.
They are asking for an exemption.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the
I'm
action
not
we're
prepared to give the exemption at this time. I am prepared to further, discuss this and let their presentation maybe bring it to the forefront so we can make that decision.
Is
'Cause
there a
I-
second for that?
Cause I think you have all the facts to support what you're doing, I really do.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. All in favor of tabling this at this time? Aye. And abstain.
So there will be
Okay.
no additional fines or anything to you guys until we get to the bottom of this, fair enough? I mean,
Okay. To be discussed further.
yes.
Okay.
Can I go force abstention?
Okay. Moving on. New business.
You have more of these, Rhonda? You have more?
We can print more.
Okay. This is the last
Well,
one, so hopefully you got nothing
Just
else important.
give her that one to print, to copy, please, just so she doesn't have to go.
Can I get
hunting
8 or
it.
9 copies probably?
All right. In terms of new business, I have happy news. For the last, 4 weeks, I have a lot of huge, ginormous thank you to Senator McCormick's office for their assistance, their coordination, and we have in writing that FEMA, I'm going to read this directly. Your constituent is correct. The flood hazards shown on the flood insurance rate maps reflect riverine flooding, meaning if Freeman Run overturns its banks, and not groundwater seepage. That is direct from FEMA. So now, with FEMA and FEMA's coordination, we are working to file a LOMA and identify grants, and I will say the guy from FEMA, who I spoke with today, I think his name was Rob, Ken, is been very communicative for the last 24 hours, and I've been working with him to identify grants and how to get us a floodplain administrator again. And we are going to be submitting to get the flood insurance and flood maps redrawn, finally. So we are correcting a mistake that the council in 2008, I truly believe, did not have the full knowledge or understanding of to vote accordingly. So there's my new business. Yay, Austin gets a win here, honestly. Even if it's just hope, we have it in writing that FEMA said they did it wrong.
Very nice, thank you. The town will thank you when this is all
My
sewn
bank
up.
account will thank you.
Well, it might turn the town back on, because that's what's been jeopardizing
I mean,
for long.
there was something that Ken and I discussed today, and that was, I mean, obviously, there are certain areas that are correctly mapped, especially along the West Branch going out of town. I want to say down by the trailer park. I believe that is correctly mapped, that because we have seen it flood.
Mhm.
But up here, no. And we're going to work, we're going to file the letters, and we have received the correct forms as of this afternoon that I have to pull and file, and working with them to identify the correct grants. So there is hope on the horizon. That's something I think this borough needs more than anything. So, does anyone else have any new business? Or do you want to save your and Tom's thing for infrastructure?
Wherever you would like me to put that.
You guys can talk about it, yeah.
You wanna talk? You wanna let me do that?
No matter.
Tom and I attended the Watershed Plan Advisory Committee kickoff meeting. There were several other municipalities. I was hoping to see more. You have to have representation there to be able to get a vote on this. It does not have to be the same person. We are both on. I personally would love to see one of the guys.
Yeah,
sign
one
up.
of the maintenance guys need to go, cause they know.
Yeah, we were filling
We were
out,
just guessing.
you know, the packet one, which was asking like after a storm where the problem areas you're called to and all. Well, we don't really know that. We kind of guessed on some of it and looked at the map and all, but I think one of the guys really should attend those meetings. And anybody is welcome to attend. Like if we couldn't go, if somebody else wanted to be a rep.
From council?
Yeah, I mean,
Or
as long as
employee.
we have a rep from our
Okay.
municipality.
That's the one that you sent about, okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
Well, she has another one too,
Oh,
but that was
never
the
mind.
first that
That
Tom and I
one.
said we'd go.
yeah, that was ARC that I sent not too long ago. That
And there's a
required
case,
lot.
wherever you travel to, that minimally we should be looking at
Mileage.
mileage for you.
This was at the
Yeah,
lumber museum.
Lumberman's
No, I-
Museum.
If
And that
people
was the
wanna
other
pay it
thing.
themselves, I'm fine, but
I think they're
that's
gonna pay
that's
us
ultimately what we
mileage.
need to be looking at.
Yeah, they will pay
They're
it.
gonna pay us mileage.
Okay,
County
well, there you
pays
go.
it, okay.
And that was,
perfect.
but
It
you
won't-
have to wait till the
end
end
of
of
the
this whole
year.
thing, which was, is gonna be like
I thought it was
20
the end of next year.
End of next
End
year.
of next year,
Yeah.
yeah, so if the guys went, we wanted to get reimbursed.
Sure.
We would have to wait until the very end, but
Okay.
they will reimburse it, and they gave us paperwork to fill out, to be
Yep.
reimbursed.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
We did a questionnaire mapping problems of area. The goal is for an Act 167 is to reduce the impacts of accelerated stormwater runoff by creating plans that protect water quality, prevent flooding, and guide municipalities in adopting consistent stormwater ordinances. They review the phases, make recommendations and comments, so they will look at our data and make recommendations for us. They serve as a resource for municipalities and as a mechanism to help ensure achievement. And like I said, we can have several representatives if we want to. Next meeting is October 7th, and then after that it would be May of next year. So it's not an every month thing either. And next meeting we will be going over, if anybody wants to look at it, I have project packet too that we will be going over.
What kind of days?
5.
Oh, it's
Yes.
an evening.
Yeah.
Thanks for attending.
Thank you.
4 to 5:30.
4.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's mine.
You're not even
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
No way.
I know, I'm not even.
Yeah, you ain't.
You'd have to be like 6 o'clock for me.
Yeah.
You know, I do have one more thing under new business if you're done, and I forgot
Yes.
about this. A lot of people probably read that, the county Department of Aging was decertified, and, that was done by the county commissioners and the State Department of Aging. I have reached out to, Stretch as well as Jeremy from Port and Emporium, and apparently this happened because it was recommended and touted in the article that people in this county could go to Emporium. Obviously, we're closer to Emporium than we are to McKean County in this respect, as their Department of Aging would be out of Smethport. Stretch informed me that the same thing happened to Emporium about 10 years ago. And they're using Elk counties over in Ridgeway. I think we have an opportune chance, and if council's okay with me looking into it further, to reach out to McKean County as well as Elk County and offer, of course with Mr. Bundy's approval, get a renter into his building and have a satellite station here in Austin for Department of Aging. I think that would be an ideal thing to bring some community back to the community, as well as help our friends in northern Cameron County, as well as southern and eastern Potter. So if council's okay with that, I would like to pursue that avenue further and see where it takes us.
Absolutely.
What's going on with that building?
It is available,
Oh, okay.
so.
So everybody was throwing rumors out there that that one was one that was supposed to be
No, it's not condemned.
closed up or whatever.
No.
Joe was
It
going out
is-
of there and nobody was
Joe
able to win
is,
it. That's why I was wondering. I didn't never hear anything that we had anything. That,
No,
you know,
no,
that
no.
stuff got put on it that we did here in town. But
no, that building is in, most of it is in good shape. I had the opportunity to tour it with Mike, and it is, there would need to be some ADA compliance put in for if Department of Aging moved in there, but, I would like to, with council's approval, go down that avenue and see what we can do to get an agency here in town. We have an aging community, we have, and this is an agency we work with for shut-offs. We work with Department of Human Services, we work with Aging, and we work with CYS. Which brings up the other thing that I forgot about. Hey, shut-offs are coming next month. Please pay your water and sewer bills, guys. That is your reminder. I love that. I'm so sorry I had to. But yes, we need Department of Aging. We need that kind of support and infrastructure. And if Austin can be a beacon for that, especially for this area going all the way down to Horton and Cinnamahoney, we should be that. Matt was gracious enough to buy the service station, and we still have a gas station year round now because of him. we should have services for our elderly. So, it doesn't, if you guys are okay with it, I don't know if we need a motion
No
on
cost
it.
to the council, go for it.
Okay.
Reach out and see what we can do.
Alright, will do. Mr. Mayor is not here tonight. I'm just going back. Yes, shut-offs are coming. Water and sewer will be shut off prior to September 30th. So if you have outstanding bills, I know Rhonda just mailed out the statements Friday. So kindly get your payments in or come in and request a payment plan. Payment plans have to be approved by council, so please do so before the end of this month. Thank you. Since Mr. Mayor is not here, junior council people, ladies.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
You started.
Okay. So today we met with someone. Isn't she more of like a representative?
She is a sales manager,
Sales manager, Melissa from Course Vector. Mom, President, and Min, me and Leah all sat with her during a meeting to discuss about hosting a website for our borough. So, not only were we able to receive a free mock-up for the site, we signed up kind of and are planning to be in kind of like a beta testing.
We didn't sign up. We agreed to be considered. Should we go forward?
To be considered if going forward, in like kind of beta testing for some like plugins and add-ons for the website. So they gave us an 80% off on the total cost. Not total, sorry.
Explain what the beta feature is, Alyssa. Or
Okay.
okay.
I think it was.
Go ahead, Leah.
The betas, that thing that we sent, kind of agreed if they consider us to do it, is like Savvy Citizen. Instead of it being with them and spending all that money, it's a cheaper way to do it, to get a hold of the citizens and that, to keep communication stronger that way.
Like notification.
Text messages.
Get a notification bar, text messages. It's gonna have stuff like a schedule. We're planning on having a list of businesses and organizations here with contacts. Get a schedule, the list. They do the background work. They're going to integrate us to Microsoft 365, yeah. So it's easier and we can get working with that. Additionally, they're gonna have 5 years of no rate increase when we do it. And when we finalize it, it'll help better communication, stuff like the soup coat. It's not gonna be as much of an issue if we have this website and we can tell people that instead of having to go door to door or do it on a Facebook, the website can say, hey, soup coat suddenly arrived.
They're coming on a certain date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what they're doing, even though this company does work with Savvy Citizen, I'm sure if you've been around Port Allegheny or Cattersport, you've seen the QR codes on yard signs that say, scan me, sign up for alerts. That's what it is. It's text message alerts.
So it's similar to like the schools
IVR
system.
Yeah, but it's text. It's only. It's not.
That's what we have.
Right. So it is exponentially cheaper than Savvy Citizen. The girls are just doing exploratory right now, so quotes are forthcoming. That will come at a later time. But the beta feature, they need 5 boroughs to beta test this, and yes, it would be at 80% off, which is pretty nice.
Who's running the site?
Course Vector. So last year when I started to go down the rabbit hole of the website, I reserved a .gov website and just renewed it. So we have austinborough.gov. It's just not hosted. And I did just renew it with CISA. So that's who, because Course Vector has all of the, as a domain host, they have all of the appropriate certifications, SQL, all that. They can host it and they can maintain it.
So they design and run the site.
The girls have design.
Okay, that's what I was
Yes.
wondering. Is who?
And we can
Port
upload
Allegheny
minutes.
uses them. You
Okay.
can go look at their site, and
Yeah.
it'll be similar to Port Allegheny's.
Similar, not as robust. I mean, they
Yeah.
have like police, they have
Right.
yeah. But it would address a lot of the communication gaps that are in this community.
Gotcha.
So
And then we would just could contact them with things to add to our calendar, and all they will maintain
That's
that.
so.
So we're not
Contact
manually
them, not
putting.
us. Do we
Yeah,
have,
they would do.
That would be something to find out.
we
Since
just
we have control.
Dropbox. Like we have a portal and
Okay.
it would
Yeah.
we just upload our minutes, upload our agenda.
Beautiful.
Upload, they can embed the YouTube link. So, which I think would be helpful. They would do the SEO background work and all that. Yes. So, sorry girls, go ahead. Anything else? I don't know. So,
I'll change it the next minutes we have.
okay. So, next month, the girls will be doing sewer and water. They will be learning about that. And yes, it's exciting. So,
Thank you.
does anyone have any questions for the junior council people right now? They're just dipping their toes in right now, but please feel free.
Good, that's where it starts.
All right. Mr. Mayor's not here. We have nothing from Herb Inspections. Fire Department. Report?
Alright, we had 17 EMS calls, 6 of which were in the borough. There were 12 fire calls, 1 of which was in the borough. That included wires down, MVA, auto alarms, trees down, mutual aid, electrical, and ALS assists. The fuel tank inspection is not yet scheduled. We're waiting to hear from the inspector on a date, hopefully end of August, early September.
When the fuel inspector, when the tank inspector comes out, now obviously we all looked into Bluetooth and it won't work because tanks are underground, but could you ask him or her for any recommendations of a better way to gauge other than sticking it constantly?
I have a little bit of background in that, and the answer is no, it's regulated, and that's
alright.
just the way they do things.
Well,
Unless- Unless it's above ground, then you've got all kinds of options, but below ground is
Yeah.
pretty much non-existent.
Okay. Well, there we are then.
The phase 1 and phase 2 have been completed through the Brownfield project for the Goodyear Street property. Phase 1 has been completed on the Main Street property, and phase 2 will be started before the end of August. A community celebration is planned for August 20th from 5 to 7 for the community to come out and see our new engine, our new bathroom renovation project, and ask any questions they have regarding to the company.
What is your intention with the Main Street property?
We haven't made any decisions at this time.
Yes, it's still ongoing.
Yeah. It's gonna be probably tore down, obviously,
Yeah,
but
for sure.
nothing's final yet.
Okay.
Fire Prevention Week activities are being planned for October 9th, and details will follow on that. That's it.
Committee. Yes, ma'am, that's you.
That's me. Infrastructure. We did meet the other day to go over things. The DCED Multimodal Transportation Fund was awarded.
2025
Sorry, 2025, Garrettson Street Bridge. We had the preliminary design prints, and as stated in June, per the engineer, this will end up costing us less than the original bridge would.
The original bridge spec that he
Specs
did.
with-
Yeah.
Does not require a concrete overlay as originally thought. We do need a motion.
We already did it.
Yes, we did. I'm sorry. The bids for that, when it goes on Penn Bids, they will be unsealed and decided at the September meeting to keep with construction timeline on that. And DCED local share account grant, which was the salt shed.
This was last year. This is November 30th. That was the deadline for it, and it's been submitted. But it's still.
Yeah, we're still, we're awarded that, still waiting on that. Meeting on September 15 will yield the awarding.
We hope it will. The CFA board meets September 15th. So it hasn't been awarded yet.
And the Penbest grinder pump replacement phase 1. It's anticipating September 14th closing date. Construction should begin in early fall and conclude in a matter of weeks.
What, the PennDOT?
Town
HOP?
got
HOP. I already.
HOP
Yeah.
received already. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
Road resurfacing project. The DC
Took care
Okay.
of. Sorry. We took care of that one too.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We do that.
sorry.
Okay. Then we have the DCEG grant for the sewer
We took
plant.
care of that one.
Done. The rental and business ordinances. We've had a good response for rental owners, but the businesses have been more of a challenge.
I had it.
There is really no good one spot to go and find all businesses. I have been looking at it and found out, even LLCs that are in town, I cannot find a complete list of all LLCs. I know of, just an example, Matt's LLC was not listed on there. I know we have it. Jen's LLC was not listed on there. Pennsylvania does not have one good spot. If you go out and try, you have to search by business name or know the address. And I was just trying to get a complex list of all businesses with an Austin address, figure out what businesses are there. My husband's address is, or business is still listed. He hasn't been in business for over 15 years. So I'm like, I don't know, at this point, you just take all of them, send those letters out. They can always send a letter back saying, I haven't been in business, showing proof they're not in business. If anybody knows of businesses that are not showing, they have just been letting us know this business is out there. It is, I'm finding it very difficult. There's not one good place to find all these businesses.
Cause this is all your home base too, like Tupperware and, right?
No,
We didn't exclude it.
That's
because
what
That's
they
where-
don't
that's where
have
it's
a-
that was one of my original questions, is how's it going to be enforced?
Right.
Well, because you don't have.
No, I
know,
understand
like,
that, and
those
that was a concern of
businesses
mine.
are under the home company, that makes sense.
The cottage core law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not treated the same, kinda like Scouts, we don't have a.
Yeah, I wasn't
There's
trying
a-
to count.
no,
I was
just-
like, who fundraises? Pride committee was the
It's
one
just that we are actually under Allegheny Highlands, we are not.
Right.
So we technically don't fall, we don't have an Austin address.
Yeah, I didn't think Scouts would fall, even Girl Scouts wouldn't necessarily.
No, most of those would fall under their council, they would be like our council charges us fees for having a unit.
Right.
So that falls under them. That makes sense. So that
Clarify.
working on that, trying to get a better list of businesses is very hard, and then just I've found some in town that they are not registered, so we just have to make that list, send them out. Cause some people I don't feel are registered
Honest.
online. And it may be because they are new, they haven't shown up yet.
But if they aren't registered, are they technically a business?
Well, you've got a sign out there,
If you
I'm
look
like,
at section 1 of the ordinance, it does define business. So, but Jen has taken spearhead on this project. I've been wrapped up with other projects like FEMA, so.
It's very.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I thought it would be an easy thing to go out and just look up, find a list of businesses, and it is not there for Pennsylvania.
Nothing
I'd be
tied to
very-
EIN numbers or?
Not everybody needs an EIN.
No, I understand that,
number,
that's
yeah.
usually your
But they're, like,
LLC
showing-
or.
like
I'm
case
not
of,
giving mine out.
like old ones,
Well,
like.
we don't need your number, we just need to
No.
know who has
Like, I
them.
know Kathy and I were both involved with Communities That Care.
Yeah.
That is still showing. Kurt's business still showing, we haven't had those
Yeah,
businesses
she couldn't
for.
find mine even.
Yeah,
No,
Austin
not-
Service Station wasn't there.
You know,
Neither was
B&M
M&T, right?
B&M is
Oh, B&M.
not there, and I know he has an LLC, so
Yeah.
they're
That means I
just
don't
not.
have to pay, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
No,
that's
that's
any
fine.
business that runs out of a house? Even though they may have a physical location in another community?
So it's
It can be-
if the physical business is run out of Austin. So like, I'm gonna pick on Mike here. Anderson Memorials, he gets his mail here in Austin, but his physical locations are Port and County, so you
Right,
would get a
right.
business license in Port and County respectively for each location. Same as like, correct me if I'm wrong, Vince gets his somewhere, but
Vince gets his in Austin
Vinny's
address.
is
Right.
in county, so he would get a county license. So it's where the physical transactions are happening under law. So.
So on this too, we need a motion to extend.
No, I think we should extend it we should just put a moratorium on the late fees for now till we fully identify
Understand.
everything. What do you think? I can't make a motion, so.
So a motion to just, I guess extend those late fees out further until we can identify all the
Do you have
businesses.
a potential end date for that? Do you wanna do end of September?
I think end of September is what
I say we just put a stop on late fees until you let us know that you have a pretty exhaustive list. Like, obviously, maybe it's not catching every single thing, but it's a fairly exhaustive. Like, you feel 98.
And there is gonna come a point where you're going to have to execute the ones that you know and deal with the others as they come along. And I don't think, I'm getting one, but, well, if he's not, then who is? He's not. You know, I just don't think we can play this game that. You know what I mean? Somewhere it is that it's a past ordinance. We're gonna have to go with it.
And could be set, just like, set it for the end of the year.
December 31st. That way, there, if it gets to November and you're having trouble and you need help, you can pull other people in to, hey, help me. I wasn't volunteering.
Oh, are you volunteering?
I take that as.
I take that as a volunteer, yep,
In November.
So is that your motion to extend to the end of the year?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to extend it to the end of the year.
Okay, you okay?
I got a tickle in my throat.
Oh, I thought you were choking on water, you're not.
So we're not accepting any money at this time?
No,
No,
we
this is
are
like-
accepting money, just not the late
Okay, I'm
fees.
just trying to get that figured out.
We're gonna hold the late fees at this time. Okay, so the motion is to extend the moratorium on late fee enforcement through December 31st. Motion was made by Jen, is there a second? Amanda for a second, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstain? Okay. Passes, no late fees on enforcing the ordinance through December 31st. A reminder that the ordinance goes to June 30th, then another year starts, so as of January 1st, if you have not filed for your license, you will have to. You'll pay a late fee. I would like to apologize. I skipped public because it's just been a meeting. I skipped open to the public, and we have public. I do apologize. Does anyone have anything? Okay.
They don't wanna speak now.
I think we touched on everything.
At least once.
All right, anything for the good of the order, informational? I know Kathy had a lot for the fire department. Anything else for anyone?
I just want to make a note that I will be missing the next meeting.
Oh, why?
It's first of all, I want you.
I have something.
Sure, Tom. What do you have?
You'll be missing the next meeting too.
Probably should have brought this up earlier.
Yeah.
But
I'll let you know.
John and Normie got a hold of me,
Okay.
and there's a problem up here by Ron Stuckey's house, that ditch. There is no ditch there, and the grate is over here, and somebody filled the ditch in, and now it's a yard.
Yeah, and
So every time it rains, they have to go up there, and I heard them the other day after the big storm come through. I heard them up there grading it back out again.
I went up and checked it out, and
Yeah.
it's definitely full. It needs re-ditched and back to original state.
road crew
It
here.
always
Where's it at?
used to be a ditch.
Yeah.
Road crew is your.
It was filled in by a homeowner there to make yard.
Where is it at?
On the edge of, what is this?
Joe
street name?
Pennypacker's driveway.
Yeah.
Oh, up
Shea
this-
Street?
That's why I wasn't sure where.
Yeah, at the bottom
Okay.
of Shea Street.
So they asked the individual, and he had to check with his wife.
Not if it is part of
I'm just telling you what
borough
he said.
property.
I'm just telling you what they
Okay.
said.
And that is
I
a borough
think
road,
this-
there was always a ditch there before.
Okay.
It's definitely causing us some issues on the rest of the road. It
Boy.
runs across the street, and
Yep.
it's definitely an issue.
Matt, I would recommend you and Normie get together and look at the old maps and see what should and should not be there, what the right of way is there. And I had to explain this to my kids the other day. The the borough right of way on either side of a street is not standard on each road, if there is one at all sometimes. So, this is going to warrant some investigation, Matt. If you could kindly work with Normie on this to see what the tolerance is on either side, because if it is within our limit, they can't do that. And that's a stormwater issue.
Fair enough.
So, thank you.
And I think we did mark that on our,
Hmm.
the watershed advisory.
Yes, we did.
We did
Okay.
put that in
Yep.
to the report.
Awesome. So if that goes through, would that become a county enforcement issue?
I don't know at this point.
Okay.
That was just
I mean, you got the stop sign,
preliminary.
and there's the grate.
It's
Alright.
all great, so I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
really
it is.
assuming that
Yeah.
it was, but we'll check into it and make sure before we make any decisions. How's that? Fair
Sounds
enough?
good.
Good
Alright.
deal.
Anything else? Go to the order? Informational?
Jen, I did have one thing.
Sure.
I forgot she gave me this.
Yeah, no problem.
Last month I had asked about the past due sewer and water, which obviously the amount's over 23,000 still. Have you guys been able to determine what can officially be collected and what can't?
As of the last meeting, we did vote to send, to execute liens to the solicitor up to 4 to become writs of execution.
That's part of that, okay.
The update on that is he's currently preparing for 2 trials. He has looked at it. He has not been able to fully get those filed and everything, but as soon as he does, he'll call me, and to save the borough money, I usually run the paperwork back and forth to county, so we're not incurring expenses from him. So I'll run to Wellsboro, pick it up and file accordingly, so, yeah. But, yeah, we'll be going for another round next month. Anything else? Alright,
Motion adjourned.
can I say it
Whoa.
first?
Okay, sorry.
No.
I pull back.
Amanda, do you have a motion to adjourn
Motion
this
adjourned.
meeting? Thank you, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Jen, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, next meeting will be September 1st. Here in the office, we will be opening construction bids for the Garrettson Street Bridge.
I won't be